Here.
Passo. Gibson.
Here.
Warren.
Here.
Dees.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Everybody was confused. Good job, Dale.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, OMWCD, I just need a motion to,
We, motion that we roll it over into the middle of community events like it was before. I second.
Dees.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Gibson. Nelson.
Yes.
Warren.
Yes.
property at 1102 Springfield Street.
Okay, this is the property, and just so everyone knows, this property was gifted to the village of Kincaid. Our fees include $629.69 in it. And of course, we want to do something with it as far as working on getting this cleaned up. It's been a little bit of an issue for a while. So our plan is, as far as we discuss this a little bit, I want to go over the board and discuss this with the mayor and the board. Put this up for sealed bids, have a minimum on it. Something else came up when I was down there with the mayor and Mark. We have an old easement behind there, it's in a floodplain. It's 0.678 acres, Garden Street easement. So the question is, as far as putting this up with that house, that house has 4 lots on it. I don't know what it's gonna cost to tear down, you know, option 1, excuse me. Put it up for bid, option 2, we tear it down ourselves. So I'd like, as far as bringing it to a motion, as far as my plan is, as far as it was gifted to the village. We sealed bids, reserved at $2,000 for both of these pieces of property. The other one we do nothing with, the neighbor knows it. Have a reserve at $2,000 on this. 90 days as far as a part of this contract, 90 days that to be cleaned up in a stipulation. Whoever, if someone purchases,
The
90 days.
contingency would be that on the 90 days for the.
And if it wasn't cleaned up within 90 days, there were, of course, a couple different options. One, as far as, do we turn around as far as it says some type of fine on it quickly after that? Or B, do we stipulate something in there as far as if it's not cleaned up and set there, is it back to the village?
It'd be nice if we could do it sooner.
I know.
A 45-day one,
But
offer an extension if they can.
this is something that's.
We need to do it, take it down immediately.
I know, but again, this is a, so anyone else have any ideas or thoughts on that?
$2,000 reserve and
Yeah.
a 90-day contingency that has to be specifically demolished.
Yes, sir.
I'll support that.
And again, as far as after that 90 days, do we want to stipulate something in there on some type of fine or not? Within that 90 days?
It'd be a breach, it'd be a breach of the contract.
Yeah.
Attorney would be involved if they fail to do that.
So what do you guys propose?
I didn't, 90 days, like I said, like you said,
90 days and then,
it'd be a breach of contract.
It'd be a breach of contract, it'd be legal, we would get it back.
okay,
We don't want that, but
I don't know.
I would support that. Me too.
So I make a motion, sealed bid reserve of $2,000 for both, and at 90 days, contingency on that.
And that's we demolished.
Demolished, cleaned up, tore up, tore down, and filled in.
I second.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that Jared gets all that
Yes.
in the contract.
Okay. I'll touch base with you.
When we put it out for
They
bid,
won't
it's
acknowledge you
gotta
till
be
the end.
In that.
Need another motion?
One second.
Be a second.
All right, Warren.
Yes.
Gibson.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Dees.
Yes.
Property at 117 State Street.
That's the property behind, that came up. It is behind the old Cardinal factory. Gary thought he originally owned it. We approached Gary, said lock, and asked him as far as if he, when it came up, Mark Wolf brought it up and said this property's coming up for sealed bid on the back taxes. So Gary didn't want it at the time being. The village purchased it for, they can get it at a cost of $818. So I wanna bring that up to the board and see if you guys wanna be interested in get rid of that property, same type of situation. Put it on a sealed bid, we don't need it. First we talked about maybe we do something with it, we have the corner lot over here, the old post office that was given to us. If we do wanna do a building sometime down the road, cause this one here is only 25 by 141. So,
How much we got into it for?
$818.
So minimum $1,000 reserve,
Yeah.
no contingency.
So I make a motion, property at, excuse me, 117 State Street, $1,000 reserve.
A second.
Dees,
Yes.
Lawrence,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
Gibson,
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Okay. Visitors, a person shall be permitted an opportunity to address the officials per the rules established by the village of Kincaid. 3 minutes. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead, Harold.
If you get something gifted to you, how you get money involved in it? Like $800,000.
What's that again, John? Sorry.
If something's gifted to you, how do you get money back into it?
We had to go pay some of the fees on it and then have it transferred.
Yeah. Transfer fees.
Transfer fee, taxes.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Claire?
Why couldn't this wait until the very next meeting? Why did it have to be a special
Because
meeting?
we were doing an OCD, we had to do the CD thing first, and we just went ahead and implemented that in with this.
And that couldn't wait until the next meeting? It had to have a special
It
meeting?
had to have a special
It was gonna expire before the next meeting, Claire.
meeting.
We had to get it transferred, over out of where it's at now into the other account. Not another account, but update it or we'd have lost it. Not
Gotcha.
lost it, but we'd have lost interest.
Why didn't we do it last meeting then?
Less than
Because that was a
Why
committee
didn't we
meeting, we can't do nothing like that.
Why didn't we do it last monthly meeting? We knew plenty of time this was gonna,
It wouldn't do then, Steve. There's a period of time when it comes due, and you got a 10-day grace period.
so how much does this special meeting cost the city? I mean, do I have a right to know that? How much does each one of us get paid for the special meeting?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Does
Does the treasurer know? What does this cost us to have a special
Okay, she's
meeting?
gonna tell you, Steve, hold on a minute, okay, she's gonna tell you.
$25 for a special meeting for everyone, okay? I do not get any more money for any meetings from salary. She clocks in, she gets paid for meetings.
Yeah, she should.
So 25
Definitely.
times 8, it's gonna cost us a couple $100. Does the mayor get paid too for this?
Yes.
How much does he get paid? 25 also?
Yes.
So that's 225. Okay, I just wanna know. I mean, I have a right to know and I wanna know.
Right.
So it's kind of senseless to have a special meeting cost the citizens every time we have one. We really need to get it together and have it, our 2 meetings a month, because it costs us more money to do this. That's my point,
Thank you.
okay?
Yep. Go ahead.
I just have a quick question on that property that you guys, that has the floodland. And that's the bid, is that, I didn't understand, are you gonna put that in there
Yes.
to sell it?
Yes, it'll be all together.
Yep,
It'll
all
be all
together.
together.
And will you have to make sure that the person knows in the bid that that is part of floodland?
Yes.
Okay.
that's something that legally they have to do. If
That's
you're
why I
set-
was asking
That's
if
like
it was
if you had a
in-
property that had floodland in it, I went to buy it, didn't know it. You have to tell me, the seller has to tell you that that is floodground.
Isn't the
If
house in a
not, if floods,
floodplain
they can
too?
come back on you.
Okay,
That's
is there any
fine.
more questions?
That's
Any
fine,
more
yes.
questions?
As far as that property down there, I don't know if they do it anymore, but I know years ago, they used to do controlled burns like with the fire department. They don't let you do that anymore
EPA won't let you do it.
Yeah, EPA will let you-
because of the stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Because that house is filled with
They used to
asbestos.
do it years ago there.
Yeah, they used to, but now the EPA got involved.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I just have a quick question. I know that, okay, if this land was gifted to the village, instead of on because it's floodplain.
Correct.
And really, there's no money that the village has put into it yet, because it was gifted, am I understanding that?
We did put some fees in it on transfer and stuff at the courthouse and
we
made
got
that
taxes.
paid 1 of the years of the taxes, yes.
Couldn't the village just, instead of selling it, couldn't they just, I mean, that's quite a bit of land that nobody can build on, couldn't we just tear stuff down, use it for village parking, you know, all of the village stuff, or, I mean,
Well,
do
again,
something with that?
it is in a floodplain, and I think a lot of people know here, whatever, that, a few times, as far as in my lifetime, waters came way up there, and then the last time, whatever, it was, I think, 4 foot up inside the shop next door. And then if our plan is and hope is to have someone bid on it, tear it down, and that saves the village from having to tear it down and mess with it, because again, there's quite a few dumpsters in there cleaning that up. So there has been a few people show interest in it, wanting, you know, as far as for the lots. So,
I just was curious.
this,
I can't see him.
Yeah, I just was gonna comment, I would be opposed to making that parking or something. We've got enough in this village, junk cars and people parking all over the place. And if you want it as an example, and I know it's probably legal, but down at the old car wash where we've got pipes and you know, all kinds of stuff that Mansfield's got across the road that he owns, and he's putting stuff in there. And you come into town from that way, this place really looks terrible. I would be opposed to having any more vehicles or anything parked on land down there. I mean, an open field to me would look 100 times better than having 2 vehicles parked there.
agree with you 100%.
I mean, you know, I just not
No, I
criticizing you,
No,
man,
I
but
understood.
I'm
I
just,
meant
that's,
city or village parking, like
Yeah.
for the stuff in the second house.
Does anybody else have anything?
I have another question. So I was told that that house that you guys were gifted has a lot of asbestos in it. So, no, this is just what I'm being told. So if that's true, they're going to need longer than 90 days to clean that up.
That I don't know, Claire.
If they give us-
But are you going to allow them to have,
If-
and that's gonna be some
if that-
expensive cleanup.
If that's what it is, yes, they will be allowed to have it.
Okay.
There's no asbestos downstairs or no asbestos upstairs.
So what happens if we get no bids on it then, and nobody bids on it? Is the city gonna have to end up?
Well, it's their responsibility.
City will have to tear it down.
Yep.
And how long is the bid open for? How long is the bid open?
30 days.
30 days.
From,
Well, we'll have to
Yeah.
get
They
everything.
have to put notifications out. And if it's not on Facebook or Kincaid, they have to put it in the newspaper twice.
Okay.
I do know that for a fact. I went through this.
Needs a motion adjourned.
Make a motion.
Gibson,
Yes.
Nelson, Warren,
Yes.
Dees,
Yes.
Lawrence.
Yes.
Mhm.